find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with the Cleveland Browns. 3-0 versus 0-3. Will current form hold? We'll find out as we're off in Week 4. Now Hunt on the return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On first down, it's Watson. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
A gain of 16 yards.
It's funny when I go back to our pregame meeting with Amari Cooper, and we mentioned, what if they play man coverage against you? He almost seemed offended by it, didn't he?
I'll beat it. That's basically what he said, right?
I mean, the best receivers we've ever talked to and covered, when you talk about covering them with one guy, they think that's a personal affront. If they feel like if they can't just beat one defender, then they're not very good.
Chubb will have the first down and much more. And finally down at the 9-yard line. 53 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
Now it's Watson. And that is incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. And another timeout called by the Vikings now. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Back to throw, Watson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal following incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Watson. He'll find Schwartz, complete right side. Touchdown! Let's go! Anthony Schwartz, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. You'd have to imagine for a team that's lost 3 straight games, scoring first in this first quarter has to feel pretty good.
That's feel great for them, and also it's a nice signal to the rest of the team because we talk about complementary football all the time. So they've now signaled to the defense, now signaled to the kicking game, hey, we're here to play in this one. We're going to do our part. Let's see if you guys will do the exact same, and we can break this losing streak.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fields this way up at the 17. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
First down and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. So that'll back them up 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. To throw is Perkins. Drops this off with Nwangu. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Throwing is Perkins. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Now Perkins. He'll check that down to Nwangu out of the backfield. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And, Charles, this defense, they know that they've got their work cut out for them. Here's a quarterback coming off a game in which he threw 4 touchdowns. They've watched the tape all week. They've seen it, but what can they do differently?
I think they've got to approach it like a pitcher facing a really hot batter. Get him uncomfortable in the box. Change speeds, change locations, change the pitches you throw at him. So show different coverages, blitz sometimes, drop back other times. Just don't let him get comfortable or let him get into rhythm.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
Back to throw. Perkins looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ross. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
On 2nd down, here's Nwangu. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
On 1st down, Perkins. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. That is caught by Thielen. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll look to run with Nwangu. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Kene Nwangu. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point right down the middle. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Browns drive about to get started. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. To throw is Watson. He's going to have the hook up to Schwartz. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And my goodness, they're now out of timeouts here in this 1st quarter. This one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
On 2nd and 11 now. Watson flushed out. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him.
16 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Seven, our score after 1.
7-7.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Here's Watson. Out to his left. And now he'll let this one go deep, back over the middle. And that's caught inside the 35. And running with power here. And they will finally catch him, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A big play that time for Cleveland.
Boy, once you get Kareem Hunt in the open field, look out. He's got speed to burn, and he showed off the wheels on that one.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
On 2nd and goal, Watson toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Now Watson on 3rd and goal. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. They will indeed snap it to Watson on the move to his left. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Browns have taken the lead. A try here for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Browns 14, Vikings 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Pulls it in at the 13.
And he'll get it up just past the 20.
As these guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
On 1st and 10, Perkins. He'll get this to Nwangu. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Throwing on 1st down, Perkins. Complete. Jefferson the target. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
And Viking fans spent plenty of time wondering how they were going to replace Stephon Diggs when he left for Buffalo. But I think most would agree now that Justin Jefferson was the best rookie receiver in football last year. 88 catches for an even 1,400 yards. I would say the numbers don't lie.
Dancing to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Again, he'll drop to throw. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And this is picked up by the Browns. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, well, he had the fumble last week. Now he's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play, and maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the gun, here's Watson. Open man, here's Schwartz, complete. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy.
And now the rookie's free. Past the 20. What's up? And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football.
And I think this is what the early proponents of the forward pass were thinking about. Get it to a receiver and have him do some work afterwards in order to create the big play we just saw there.
And on the next-gen stats, CD, we see he traveled better than 50 yards after the catch. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. turning it over. The other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On first down, Perkins to the right side and complete to Jefferson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throw left side, complete to Ross. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 33-yard line.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. Back to throw again. That'll be complete to the running back, Mwangu. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Operating from the gun, Perkins to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
To throw on third down, Perkins. Along the sideline, finding Andrews for the completion. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Looking to throw, Perkins. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And this Browns defense stands tall. On 1st and 10, Watson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Watson, and he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Watson rolling to his left.
And this pass broken up. The contact well-timed there, and now fourth down.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It'll go as a 50-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And they do have terrific starting field position, but no timeouts to work with, so they'll need to operate quickly.
On 1st and 10, Perkins.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
And this one is incomplete.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10, Perkins. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Throwing on 1st down, Perkins. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. John Ross in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Vikings are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will shrink to 6.
Four seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. The final shot before the break. Watson being chased out left. And he's got his receiver, Cooper. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with the lead. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play.
A fairly short kick from the 14.
And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline. If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
On first down, Perkins. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Q26. Mike 22 is coming. 22 is coming. Mike.
On first and 10, Perkins. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. A 9-yard pickup, just 1 yard away from 3 consecutive first down plays.
At the 43-yard line.
Now a give, running left is Nwangu. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
Perkins' throw pulled in by Jefferson. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 33-yard line.
2nd and 5. To throw is Perkins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 21.
And it shouldn't come as any surprise that you say Adam Thielen made a catch, and it was for a first down. He comes off another solid season, over 900 yards receiving, one of the best route runners in the NFL.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Throwing is Perkins. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Now Perkins. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Handoff here to Nwangu. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. And that's a gain of 6 on the first down run.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Perkins. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Kene Nwangu. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Vikings have tied it. They can grab the lead with a PAT. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will put them on top here in the third.
21, Browns 20.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From the 10. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
2nd down and 5.
They run it again with Chubb. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Watson. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
To throw on 2nd down, Perkins. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big connection on that one. 33 yards.
Brandon, that was a nice route that time. Lined him up on the right and worked his way all the way across the formation. One of the toughest routes to cover because you keep waiting for the ball to be thrown and for him to break something off. He goes all the way across the field, right to left for a big play.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 36-yard line.
Under 10, under 10, 10. All day, guys. I'm 28. I'm coming. I'm coming.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Perkins. He finds the speedster Ross. That's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns 18. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's complete to his running back, Jefferson. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 12-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. Throw left side complete. That's Ross. Touchdown, Vikings. John Ross, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now Hunt on the return. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. There's still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter. In just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. And that, nearly picked off. Well, it would have been a great time for their first interception of the game. Instead, it's second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Danielle Hunter able to record his 5th sack of the season.
It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I can dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down. Perkins under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Credit the sack to Shaquem Griffin. Off the play fake. Perkins. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You definitely would have liked to have hit on that one, because now you've got a 3rd and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got an open man, finding Jefferson. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
And the Vikings are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
The 6-yard line.
Back to throw. Perkins. This will be caught at about the 5. Touchdown! Justin Jefferson. His 3rd touchdown now on on the year. And the Vikings are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 15 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Browns drive about to get started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. From the 24, Watson got an open man at Schwartz. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Watson. Open man, here's Schwartz, complete. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Watson to throw. Forced out to his left. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off around the 27.
Because of Patrick Peterson, I don't think that there's a skill position he can't play. About his hands, that interception just sealed a victory for his team.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. That one looks like he'll throw here. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked by the rookie Greg Newsom. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
To throw, Watson. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Watson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Here's Watson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off down at the 10. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, They're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Picked by the rookie Greg Newsome.
And he'll be down at the 6-yard line. Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, 2-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team can pad their stats.
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
Okay, so they got the score. Do you go for one here and save the possible 2-point conversion for later?
I think you do, because if you go for 2 here and you don't get it, that's deflation.
Yeah.
Now you wonder why you're even going for it. Take the easy one now and come back and try and get it later.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And now look at him go. The 30. 10. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Pulls it in at the 13. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. From the gun, Perkins. Under pressure, they got him again. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this